So I did look this up on the internet, and there are tons of articles about it, and basically they're all saying the same thing, saying that someone like me who has FASD tends to like person-first language when talking about our disability. I think one of the main reasons why we do this is because it sounds sentence structure-wise very awkward to say, I'm FASD, which means you put identity first, and that's called identity first language. But it's awkward to say in context when you're talking about FASD. FASD is different in that we literally only have one way to say our disability, which is FASD, or you say fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Those are the only two ways you can say it. Unlike some other disabilities/disorders, you can say I have epilepsy, or you can say I'm epileptic. It works both ways, and it is totally fine. Another one is autism. They actually have 3 ways they say their disability. You can say ASD, you can say autism, or you can say autistic. All 3 are appropriate. They all make sense in grammar and sentence structure. So I think in turn it's a mix of how you identify with your disability and also how it sounds sentence and grammar wise. Because it's interesting, I will say I'm disabled. I have no problem saying I'm disabled, but I will not say I am FAS because it just sounds awkward. I don't like it. But I am totally fine with saying I am disabled because I am. And that is true. So I hope that answered your question. I think I'm going to do a video about a term that we don't really like in the FASD community that I haven't mentioned yet, which I think I'm going to do a video right now about it. So stay tuned, because I don't want to share it on this video. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. And yeah, literally, it is your preference to what you want in your life, but in mine, I like first person when I'm talking about FASD. All right, bye.
Slap you like a bitch and you take her like a whore.
Let's answer this question. Did I struggle in school because of FASD? The answer is yes. Yes, I did. I was very lucky in that I was diagnosed with FASD at a very early age. I believe we were diagnosed, me and my twin sister were diagnosed at just before our 2nd birthday. So with that diagnosis in mind, we were able to get therapies and accommodations and education really quickly. Unfortunately, a lot of people, kids with FAS, tend to get diagnosed when they're in the school system. Unfortunately, because FAS affects the brain, we have brain damage, comes with learning disabilities. So, knowing that, once we hit kindergarten, my parents were at those IEP meetings ready to fight for accommodations. We were very, very lucky that through elementary school we had an amazing principal who was totally on board to help me and my sister get the best support possible and listen to my parents. That doesn't mean we didn't have struggles getting those supports, but I think we had an easier time than some other people did. So we actually got an EA in junior kindergarten all through elementary school. I was put into the spec ed program when I was in grade 4 to all the way up to grade 12, which was awesome. So before getting put into the spec ed program, I struggled very much in school. Math was one of the hardest. Literacy was really hard. I don't believe I was really reading in grade 3. My math level was really low. So there was a sort of a conversation to my parents that, hey, she would benefit from going into the spec ed program. Apparently my mom and dad were really kind of iffy about that, but they eventually said okay, and it was probably one of the best decisions they could have made for my education. And the high school spec ed program was only okay. It got me through. I had friends. It wasn't super stressful. And then after high school, I went into a 3-year co-op program because I wasn't ready for college. And then after that co-op program, I went into a co-op program that was run by the college that where I live. And so that was a little rough and shaky. But yeah, definitely struggled in school. That is definitely something that someone with FAS struggles with. All right? Hope that answers your question. Bye!
Why is it that when Phineas and Ferb have an idea, everyone's like, oh wow, you guys are really clever. And when I come up with something, everyone goes, what? Did you say something, Candace?
Just like this, there's a fire in your eyes, I can't resist. Baby, we're gonna wanna remember this. Baby, we're gonna wanna remember this. The kiss forever on your lips. There's a lifetime living inside that kiss. Baby, we're gonna wanna remember this.
She knows. I told her.
He didn't tell me. I figured it out.
This is the life of Boba Bobo. This is the life of Boba Bobo. This is the life of Boba Bobo.
I don't know what you think I've done, but if we were to battle, I've already won.
Take her name out of your mouth. You don't deserve to mourn. You just love the attention.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not?